to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Spartans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. Ja'Cory Barney Jr. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
And it's just a knack. And it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
To the air, it's Calandria. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it in. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Michigan State Spartans offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Cam Edwards. And everything in this attack runs through him. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Edwards. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out take everything they did on the practice field this offseason and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go.
Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Spartan. He got a step and just dusted the field. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Caught in the backfield. It's Ives. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Out wide left, it's Barney. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turns it upfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Edwards. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Spartans are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. There's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Fought, almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Calandria. The screen, he can go on the stop.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Look out! Right side, it's Hunter. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Under pressure. Looking for a big gain. A full dive to haul that one in. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhusker. The extra point here would tie the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brinson. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lost to throw again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Left side, it's McCray. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now wide right, it's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's Collier. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And That's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Finds his target. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
From the red zone, it's Edwards. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Selling the fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab in the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Drops back. It's Scalandria. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to...
Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Drops back on 1st down. Lost 1 deep down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 8 team, the LSU Tigers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Powers inside. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game, one of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on third down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on third down.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Gets rid of it. Got his man. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Huskers have this offense rolling.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something.
Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback.
Hits the afterburners. The tag. And he scored. Touchdown, Nebraska. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Keeps it moving. It's Patterson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Looking down the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
To the air. It's Calandria. It's complete on the right side. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's McCray. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for space. It's Patterson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wants to go up top on second down. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws it off the RPO. Turning it on! They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
the this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. From the gun, he picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
This defense has played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David Tim.
Caught, and he's got room.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Patterson. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're all over it. And they got it.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get quarterbacks out on the perimeters because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, the 1-A play to get the football back. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Looking deep. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Out wide left, it's Ives.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play preview?
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
As a coaching staff, you love when your players can go out and execute like that on 4th down multiple times on this drive. This offense right now, they are dialed into the game plan, and they are leaving it all out on the field, trailing in this game.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Good timing on the quick out. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Cornhuskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Going for 6. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. They'll run it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. He'll take the deep shot. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Quick give. It's Ives. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. The handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to...
Touchdown, Husker! They strike first in overtime. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Cuts it upfield. It's Edwards. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Touchdown, Sparty! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you see them consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find?
Got some room in into the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to go.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on third and goal in overtime. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Michigan State. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. On target over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They want to throw it. Looking for the score. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.